Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy CV once again with another reaction video. And this is going to be on Jim Jefferies again. This one's called Gun Control. And so let's get right into it. Let's get this to 100 likes if we can. Appreciate you guys. And if this is blurry, it's due to copyright from YouTube, especially because it's a Netflix special. So if it does get blocked, I apologize. Believe me, I don't like it either, but it is what it is. All right, let's do it.
Now, before I start saying this, I want to say this, right? I believe in your right as Americans to have guns. I'm not trying to stop you from having guns. All I'm saying is this is my personal belief on the opinion. My opinion on the... it doesn't matter. I don't like guns, right? I'm going to say some things that are just facts, right? In Australia, we had guns, right? Right up until 1996. And in 1996, Australia had the biggest massacre on earth. Still hasn't been beaten. And...
Jesus Christ.
Now, after that, they banned the guns. Now, in the 10 years before Port Arthur, there was 10 massacres. Since the gun ban in 1996, there hasn't been a single massacre since. I don't know how or why this happened. Maybe it was a coincidence, right? Now, please understand that I understand
That's good.
that Australia and America are two vastly different cultures with different people, right? I get it. In Australia, we had the biggest massacre on earth, and the Australian government went, that's it, no more guns. And we all went, yeah, right then, that seems fair enough.
Sure, it makes sense, yeah.
Now,
that will do it, right?
You have the Sandy Hook massacre where little tiny children died, and your government went, maybe we'll get rid of the big guns? And 50% of you went, fuck you, don't take my guns!
People love the guns in America, man. It's part of the Constitution. And I guess people a lot of people actually think, or not think, they feared, what if the government turns on you? You got to have something to protect yourself, that kind of thing. I wasn't born here. So to me, guns is not a big deal to me. Like I can go without it, but it's just how it is in America, man. And yeah, that Sandy Hook situation, you would think so many things would change, but no, not gonna happen, man. Too much money too.
Here's where it gets confusing, right? Now, as I said, I'm all for your Second Amendment rights. I think you should be able to have guns. It's in your Constitution. What I am not for is bullshit arguments and lies. There is one argument and one argument alone for having a gun, and this is the argument. Fuck off. I like guns. It's not the best argument, but it's all you've got. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I like something, don't take it away from me. But don't give me this other bullshit. The main one is, I need it for protection. I need to protect me.
It's everything I just said.
Really? Is that why they're called assault rifles? Is it? Never heard of these fucking protection rifles you speak of? Protection?
Oh, man, that's funny.
What are you talking about? You have a gun in your house, you're 80% more likely to use that gun on yourself than to shoot someone else. And people think, well, that'll never happen to me. You don't know that, because you know what? From time to time, we all get sad.
Spitting truth, man.
You're happy, then you're sad, and then...
He said that. Oh, man. This dude's funny, man.
Manchester, England, where I was tied up. I had my head cut. They threatened to rape my girlfriend. They came through the window with a machete and a hammer. And Americans always go, well, imagine if you had a gun. And I'm like, all right. I was naked at the time. I wasn't wearing my holster. I wasn't staring at the window waiting for cunts with machetes to come through. Like, what world do you live in where you're constantly fucking ready? You have guns because you like guns. That's why you go to gun conventions. That's why you read gun magazines. None of you give a shit about home security. None of you go to home security conventions. None of you read Padlock Monthly. None of you have a Facebook picture of you behind a security
Padlock Monthly. Padlock Monthly. Oh, man.
Like, you're going to be ready if someone comes into your house. You have it at all fucking time. By the way, most people who are breaking into your house, just want your fucking TV. You think that people are coming to murder your family? How many fucking enemies do you have?
That's true.
Geez, you think a lot of yourself if you think everyone's coming to murder you. See, if you have it readily available, it becomes unsafe. You have it in your bedside table, one of your kids picks it up, thinks it's a toy, shoots another one of your kids. Happens every fucking day. People go, that'll never happen in my house because I'm a responsible gun owner. I keep my guns locked in a safe. Then there's no fucking protection! Someone comes into the house, you're like, wait there, fuckface.
Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, you've come to the wrong house here, buddy boy. I'll tell you what.
That's too funny.
Okay. Is it 32 to the left or 32 to the right? Your mother's birthday? Why the fuck would I know your fucking mother's birthday? Maybe if you didn't leave the window open because it's too hot in here, we wouldn't be getting fucking murdered, right?
Oh, that's crazy funny, man.
I find the NRA to be hard work. But the fact that they always think the answer is more guns. After Sandy Hook happened, the NRA said, and I quote, none of this would have happened if the teachers had guns.
More guns. I know that. I've heard that before. That's crazy.
What school was like. Does anyone remember that casual teacher that used to, whenever she came onto school, that relief teacher came, you and your friends would see her and go, oh, we're going to make her cry.
She's going to start shooting students.
In front of the class with a bit of chalk and her hands would be shaking. And you go, you're never getting married, are you, miss? Never going to happen for you. Then she'd get back to a 1967 Volkswagen Beetle. She'd be crying over the steering wheel. Just, why don't they like me? Let's give that cunt a gun and see how things work out.
Yeah, right. That's crazy, man.
And then they go, oh, well, answer to that, we'll just add more guns. They go, we'll put an armed security guard at every school across America. Yeah, that'll work out. The average security guard in America earns $16 an hour. Not a lot of wiggle room to be a fucking hero.
Facts.
Someone comes onto the school and you've got Kevin. Now, I'm sure Kevin's shit hot at Call of Duty, but it might not fucking cut it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I understand that when I'm doing this joke in this room, 50% of you agree with me, 50% of you don't agree with me. And I do respect the people who don't agree with me. Don't think I don't. The 50% that don't agree with me, 20% of those people are smart enough to realise this is a comedy show and it's not to be taken seriously, and they're laughing along because it's just funny jokes.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm doing.
And then the next 20% are sort of phased out a little bit and looking around going, wonder how they got that chandelier up there. And then there's the last 10%, and they're fucking furious. Right now, in this room, and the people watching at home, 10% of you are fucking seething. Just. And for a couple of reasons. First reason, I'm making good points.
I think so. In a great comedic way. Oh, just like that, huh? Anyways, yeah, man. Jim is a funny dude, man. I like how he's talking about real life situation and he puts it into, comedy. And like you said, that 10% is furious, but he is making good points. So yeah, I think he's making some good points. It's like something like in Australia, something tragic happened. They said, hey, we got to cut this out. It's the only way. But in America, something happened. Our solution is let's add more guns. Let's give teachers guns. And, so yeah, that's funny. I think one of the funniest takes when it comes to gun control in the U.S. that I heard was way back in the day. And I think it was Chris Rock. He said, that's fine. You give everybody guns in America. That's fine. He said, just make the bullets $1 million. Because if you're willing to spend $1 million for one bullet, that person deserves to die. I thought that was the funniest thing. He said, just make bullets expensive. Make it $1 million for one bullet. Now, if you got the money to buy 2 bullets or 1 bullet, then that person really did you wrong. So, anyways, man, so this said it was part 1 of gun control. So I'll do part 2 if that's actually a thing. And Jim, I never heard of Jim before. I've seen his photo before on, I think, Comedy Central before, but never saw any of his special. I think this is funny. I like how he, like I said, takes the real life situation stuff, and then he, puts a little comedy twist on it, giving you some truth, sprinkle truth and comedy. That's the way to do it, man. I love it. But anyways, man, keep your head up. As always, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.